we'll discuss about the molecular law of distribution of velocities. So in this session, we'll know that how these velocities of gas molecules will distribute in a gas, and then we'll know about mean velocity of a gas, then most probable velocity of a gas, then root mean square velocity of a gas. Now, outcomes of this session is called as how these velocities are distributed in a gas, and the mean velocity is how much, and root mean square velocity is how much, most probable velocity is how much for a gas we have to know. Now, for this, to know this, we need Maxwell's law of distribution of velocities. From the Maxwell's law of distribution velocities, we can know what will be the velocity of the gas for a most probable velocity, root mean square velocity, and average velocity. Everything we can calculate by using Maxwell's distribution law of velocities equation. Now, Maxwell's law of distribution of velocities like this. Consider a gas in a state of thermal equilibrium of temperature T. Let n of v into dv is equal to dn be the number of molecules in the velocity range v and v plus dv. Then according to Maxwell's law of distribution of molecular velocities, n of v into dv is equal to 4 pi n into m divided by 2 pi kt to the power of 3 by 2 v square into e to the power of minus mv square by 2 pi kt into dv. Where n of v into dv I can write as dn. dn is equal to 4 pi n m divided by 2 pi kt to the power of 3 by 2 v square into e to the power of minus mv square divided by 2 pi kt into dv. Where n is called as total number of molecules in the gas, where k is called as Boltzmann constant, that is equal to 1.38 into 10 to the power of minus 23 joule per Kelvin. Where m is called as mass of each molecule. In the equation 1 is also called as Maxwell's Boltzmann distribution of molecular speeds. Let n of v into dv is equal to dn. Now we'll define p of v into dv as a probability of finding the particles in the velocity range from v to v plus dv, as p of v into dv is equal to n of v into dv by n, where n of v into dv is called as dn by n. So p of v into dv is equal to dn by dn by n. A graph is drawn versus probability distribution of that is p of v into dv versus velocity of a different temperatures of a gas as shown in a figure. The following important features from the graph we are drawn. First one, at any temperature, the number of molecules having very high and very low velocities will be low. The velocities of highest probability, called as most probable velocity, decreases with increase in temperature of the gas. The third is called as with respect to the most probable velocity, the distribution curve is asymmetric. The curve is definite lower limit or of 0, but the curve does not have a definite upper limit, hence the spread off for higher velocities. When the temperature of a gas increases, the graph becomes flatter and wider. This indicates that at higher temperature, molecules are distributed over a large area range of velocities. But in any given velocity range, they are less in probability or a number. Next important indication that the area under a small part of a curve for a width of dv indicates that probability of molecules in the velocity range from v to v plus dv. Next is the total area under the curve has to be unity. This is because the total area is the probability that molecules have any velocity from 0 to infinity. So in the above equation 1, we'll substitute b is equal to square root of m divided by 2 kt. So then equation 1 becomes n of v into dv is equal to 4n b cube divided by root pi v square into e to the power of minus b square v square into dv. So from this equation, we can calculate this average velocity of a gas molecules, mean velocity of a gas molecules, and root mean square velocity of a gas molecules. Now we'll see that these are called as applications of Maxwell's law of distribution of velocities. We can use this Maxwell's law of distribution of molecular velocity to determine the average velocity, root mean square velocity, and most probable velocity. First one will derive how much will be the average velocity of a gas by using Maxwell distribution of molecular velocities. Let us consider a gas consisting of n number of molecules. Let V1, V2, V3 up to Vn is the individual velocities of the gas molecules. Let the average velocity of a gas molecules is defined as like this. V average is equal to sum of individual velocities divided by the total number of molecules. So that is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3 up to Vn all divided by n. But we have V1 plus V2 plus V3 up to Vn. We can write it as integral from 0 to infinity V into n of V into dV, where n is equal to integral from 0 to infinity n of V into dV. Hence, average velocity is equal to integral from 0 to infinity V into n of V into dV divided by n. So 1 divided by n into integral of V into n of V into dV. So substitute n of V into dV, that is 4n b cube divided by root pi into V square into e to the power of minus b square V square dV. So in the integral you can take outside, that is b cube divided by root pi, and integral of v cube e to the power of minus b square v square into dv. So using the standard integral, that is integral of x cube into e to the power of x a into x square dx is equal to 1 divided by x square 2 into a square. Therefore, it can be written as 1 divided by 2b square whole square. So if I calculate that, it will becomes root of 8 kt by pi m. So therefore, it will root 8 is called as 1.59 into k root of kt by m. So this is that average velocity of a gas molecules is 1.59 into square root of kt by m. Next one is called as root mean square velocity of a gas. Similarly, here also gas is consisting of large number of molecules, that is n number of molecules. Each molecule has its own velocity. V1, V2, V3 are the velocities of the individual molecules. According to the definition of root mean square velocity is called as RMS velocity is equal to square root of sum of the squares of the individual velocity divided by total number of molecules. That is equal to square root of V1 square plus V2 square plus V3 square plus etc up to Vn square divided by n. But V1 square plus V2 square plus V3 square I can written as integral of V square into n of V into dV. So hence if we substitute in that equation will becomes root of 1 divided by n integral of V square into n of V into dV. So n of V you substitute in this equation, n of V is 1 divided by n integral of V square into 4n b cube divided by root pi V square e to the power of minus b square V square into dV. If we solve that again by the standard integral, we'll get square root of 3 divided by 2b square. But b is equal to, we know that it is square root of kt by m. So if I solve that, it becomes average velocity is 1.732 into square root of kt by m. So this is the average velocity expression for a gas molecules. So next is the most probable velocity. That velocity, most probable velocity, is the velocity state that which can occupy the highest number of molecules in the gas is called as most probable velocity of the molecules. That the velocity, or another definition is the highest probability of occupation of in a gas is called as most probable velocity of the gas. A graph of n of V versus V is a form of as shown in figure, and we observe that the slope of n of d of n of V into dV for the slope will be positive when V is less than most probable velocity. The slope of will be negative when the velocity is greater than most probable velocity. However, the slope will be 0 when both are equal. The velocity is equal to most probable velocity. In other words, the differentiation of n of V into dV at V is equal to most probable velocity is 0. Then instead of n of V you substitute there, it will becomes 4n b cube root pi V square e to the power of minus b square V square. So take out the constant terms, that is 4n b cube by root pi, differentiate only V square into e to the power of b square V square. If I integrate that, we'll get 4nb divided by root pi into 2v e to the power of minus b square V square into 1 minus b square V square. Now, this actually LHS should be 0, therefore 4nb divided by root pi into 2v e to the power of minus b square V square into 1 minus b square V square is equal to 0. So if should be 0, the bracket term should become 0. Then the bracket term, that is 1 minus b square V square 0, or b square v e to the v square is equal to 1, or b most probable velocity is equal to 1, or most probability is equal to 1 by B. So B is equal to, that square root of 2 kT by M. Therefore, most probable velocity is 1.414 is square root of kT by M. So this is the most probable velocity expression for a gas. Now, at the end of this session, we discussed the distribution law of velocities and most probable velocity of a gas and average velocity of a gas and root mean square velocity of a gas. Now, the ratio of root mean square velocity to the most probable velocity is, so that is root 3 by 2. Then density of a gas molecules are maximum at which speed means it is most probable velocities. Mass of A molecule is 4 times that of the B. What is the ratio of their mean velocities? It becomes 1:2. What is the kinetic energy of a 2 gram of oxygen molecule at minus 23 degrees Celsius means we can calculate by using the expression that is average velocity is equal to square root of energy. We will calculate 194.86 joules will get. What is the RMS velocity of the methane at 27 degrees centigrade? This also we can use a formula and we can calculate. If we use the formula and we can calculate, we'll get 678 meter per second. So to refer these books, we can refer this children. These are the 2 books are the good books. We can refer this.